We were just talking, and I didn't realize it was time to go on, but here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glenda, thank you for coming in and being with us. I got some stuff to talk to you about. First of all, what I'd like to do is just do some housekeeping because I don't promote my channel enough and tell you exactly what I do. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you. First of all, like and subscribe because that increases my visibility in your feed, which is great. So you get to know when I'm on, but it also makes me feel popular. I really appreciate that. Sorry, very shallow, but and I also have started memberships. So my memberships have 3 tiers. One is just a thank you, I support you tier. And then the next one is let's get into the back room for private readings. And we all have private readings. The third one is going to be learning numbers and tarot. And so that would be more of a class. I'm thinking about taking you guys outside of that, outside of YouTube and into like a Zoom, so I can really hear where you're at and what you want to do and your challenges with it. And that's going to be a fun one. I do have my video course on how to do tarot, the way I do tarot, on sale this month. So you can go to training.growyourlight.com. That's it. I'll also have it in the show notes. And yes, and that's it. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be messages only. No personal questions, messages only. So all you have to do in all caps, maybe some emojis, all caps, would you mind just saying, I would like a message from Spirit? And then I'll know who you are, and then I'll star you, I'll try to keep up. But so hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on with me again. We've had a blast. Now we're going to volley off each other. So you're going to get 2 for the price of 1, which is free. So, oh, there's Denise from Mount Shasta. The mountain hasn't spit you out yet, huh, Denise? So God bless you. Thanks for coming on. Thank everybody for coming on. So Jennifer, what's going on in your life? Let me introduce you first, because I know you better than you do. She is a talented international psychic, and she does carry a clientele base that is international. And she's really, really good at what she does. So now you can tell us everything.
Debra,
because I know you wouldn't say any of that.
I love the way you introduce me. It's like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
I am an international energy healer. I am an intuitive life coach, and I love psychic mediumship. And I love just talking to spirit. And so I also have some things going on starting next week. I'll have some specials up on my website. So if any of you want to go check it out, it's abalancedlife.org. And I'll have stuff going on. I have stuff going on all the time. YouTube, I've got some new messages and meditations out. And I have this new one I'll come out with tomorrow called Zen Moments. So you just take 60 seconds to stop yourself and take a breath, because people just keep going in December. So anyway, whatever I can do to help is why I'm here. So, but thank you.
That's awesome. Awesome. I had a little story to start out with, but the room is full. So I'm going to keep my story for my next video, which is going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific time today. It's about politics, but I'll start out with a really fun story. So next time we'll get into that. And Seascape, we'll just dive right in here. Seascape, I would love a message from Spirit. Oh, pretty ladies. All right, Seascape, you just went to the top of the list. Well, you are the top
Art
of
and
the
pretty
list.
ladies, there you go.
But if you weren't at the top of the list, that would get you to it. Okay, just saying. So let me key into you, sweetheart. Just one moment. Oh, I love this. You know what I love about you is that you are a woman that can speak her mind, but in such a good way that people respect it. That's one of your that's one of your strong suits. But it looks like Spirit is saying that you're having a little bit of doubt about yourself. You hope that it's received well. I'm here to tell you that don't let. Oh wow, good message. Don't let the fear of guilt and remorse consume you. Like on my website, at any one time, you are either someone's teacher or student, and the trouble begins when you assume which one you are. So if you feel bad about something you said, and I'm going to say this um, with a full heart with you, because I know you're mindful of what you say. When you say something and later say, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I feel really guilty about that, assume that you are part of the teacher at that point. Just get it into your mind. But Spirit is saying that this challenge or headspace you're in, that you're questioning the future, questioning yourself, that's coming to an end, natural end. So you're doing the right thing. You're doing it all right. Jennifer, what did you get?
You know what? I love Spirit this way because the first thing I got was you need to remember who you are. Remember who you are. There are some doubts, there's some feels, there's some stuff, but you need to take a moment and remember who you are. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of the special person that you are. Just remember who you are, be that person. Take a step back, take a breath, but go for it. You've got stuff going on, girl.
Yeah.
I hope that's girl, because I just said
I,
that right off the
yeah,
bat. So I'm just like, hope that's right.
it's right. Absolutely. Seascape is, and her little dog too, and your little dog too. And she has a great little dog. Thank you, and bless you and leave you with that. And I'm going to go next to Randy. Please, a message. Okay, Randy. Randy with an I. And
Yeah.
I'm going to move into this. Gosh, a lot of times there's a theme with this, and it looks like there was an argument in the past or right now. It's not in the future. This argument has already happened, and it sort of made you question a whole bunch of stuff. And I got the, don't freak out, but I've got the tower for you at this time, saying that, you're rethinking things. Who are you going to invest in? Who you're going to trust, who you're not going to trust, that kind of thing. So you're rebuilding your foundation, which is great. And whatever you're doing a great job of it, and it's going to be quick because look at this guy. He's
I
on
like
your
that one.
side. He's on
I
your
like that
side.
one.
That is the knight, and he's really buff. See, he's taking care of your girlfriend. So, so that's going well. And also it shows promise of moving into calmer waters, and that's the Six of Swords. And move into yourself. The psychic stuff, you're going to be enjoying this new, because the full moon was just there, so it's taking away your insecurities and bringing in enlightenment. So God bless you. Jennifer, what did you get?
Funny thing is that Randy, you got the same card as our last one. Remember who you are, which goes just as much as what Debra was saying. But then you got also moon cycles, which has to do about the energy and then what you're feeling and how to open up. And so you're feeling the feels. There's some things going on that energetic wise you need to work through and process. And I think you're feeling this throughout your body as well. You need to refocus, see where that energy is coming from. It might be something that you need to get rid of too. There might be something in your life that is just like not serving you, and you need to let that go. Because again, you need to remember what's important to you and who you are. So
Awesome.
getting rid of, I just saw that there's things you need to get rid of. There you
That's right.
go.
That's what how the moon can help you. And you got the moon too, the moon cycle.
Yeah.
So stand in that bright light at night because
Yes,
you're gonna
exactly. You are a creator. You are a manifester. You need to remember that and bring on your light and what's important to you. Yes, love
awesome.
that.
God bless you. I'll bless you and leave you with that. And we've got Mary coming up here. I would like a spirit message. You bet, Mary. Let's go for it. Let me just sit here for just 1/2 a second. And oh boy, you got some good things going on, especially family. Now, I don't know if there's an issue with family right now. Spirit says there is not. And in the future, I don't know if you kind of freak out a little bit around the holidays because there's, because there's always that Uncle Joe, right? But coming to dinner. So anyway, what I'm saying is that everything's going to go well. I see you moving into new action, which always means that you've changed your perspective, because that's the first thing that happens before action. You change your perspective and gain new strategies, and that moves you into action. So you've already done the heavy lifting on this one. I have the Four of Wands, stable. You are, no matter what anybody says, you are stable. You just, if they don't believe that, they just tell them to look at this part. Yeah, the Four of Wands is a very happy, stable card. Also, it shows me with the Hangman that you are looking outside the box, kind of getting a different perspective. It's just, and then the last two cards are family cards. Sorry. One is family, good times with old friends. The other one is the legacy you're building. So that is what Spirit has said to you today. Jennifer, what you got?
I'm going to go again, similar. I've got prosperity. And so for me, what that's telling me is that you are being provided for, you've got things coming for you. Things are aligning and lining up for you. A few upheavals along your way. And, but in the long run, and this isn't necessarily materialistic as well, as I think you are being provided for in that way, or things are coming to you in that way as well. However, I think this is also a lot of mental clarity, things that are coming to you, and you actually need to write these down and take fruition of it. Let it bloom, let it come. Because I think that prosperity is coming for you in that aspect, and you need to open up to that, write it down, and take charge.
And
Make it prosper.
stand in that bright light of the new moon, or
Yeah.
not new moon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
We
love the
can't forget.
moon.
That's
So
a good
yeah.
way to do it. Take a pause. Thank you, Mary. I'll bless you and leave you with that. And we've got Cat Mama coming in. I would love a message. Cat Mama,
Oh, look
meow.
at all
Don't.
those hearts. All
I
those
know.
love, all those
See
chakra love hearts. We've got
all
green
those
and
little
pink in there.
emojis. I love that. I'm gonna toss for you, baby, 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 baby. And I have to mix them up a little better. Sorry. We're starting to get the same thing. And any of you read the tarot, one of the best ways to shuffle your deck, I know it sounds counterintuitive because we always want to place our decks on the altar and keep moving kindly towards them, but you just put them on your bed and throw them in the air. Throw them in the air and let them breathe, and then move them back in, and you will start fresh with your deck. Sometimes when we get in the cadence, I do this 3 times, I do this 3 times, right? And then the deck kind of syncs up to that. Now we have a fresh perspective. I have the Page of Wands, which means new action. I'm going to read this as if you're just starting it or it's right in the future. And don't worry about things. One of the things you're worried about is once you get going on something, it's almost like something comes in the way. And I've got the reverse Page of Swords. When it's reversed, it's like someone is going to make everything stop, make your momentum stop, or encouraging you, or cry like a baby to make you be distracted from this. And so, but forewarned is forearmed. So now that you know, okay, when something happens, then you can get it in your mind. Okay, if so and so, whoever that might be, fill in the blank, puts the kibosh on my new inspiration. What are you going to say to them? What are you going to do about it? Just think it up now before it happens, because it is in the future. I do believe you're going to come up with this right combination of words with the 8 of Swords reversed. You will be free. So the bottom line is to go ahead and do it, but be prepared to know what you're going to say when someone steps in your way.
And I'm going to go with that saying, I was writing it down so I didn't forget. Or because I wanted to listen to you at the same time. I'm like, don't forget that message, write it down.
See how good we work together.
Yeah. As you get older, it's like, oh, no, I need to write everything down. I'm really feeling that you need to listen to your gut, babe. Your gut's telling you stuff. You're very intuitive. You've got things going on. You receive messages, but it feels like it's kind of like you've been kind of sitting back a little bit and not going into it. But there's some messages that are coming in for you. You need to listen to those. You have those gut feelings. Listen to that intuition. Listen to that gut, that stomach churning thing that's going on about a subject you've got. And then if there's one particular subject, I want you to sit with it and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? Because they are waiting to talk to you. They're talking to you, and you need to be there to listen to that. And what does it say? What is the first thing that comes up to you? Because that's a message for you. And I feel like there's messages coming through and you're not all the way listening to them. So, I see you opening up. It's like, tell her to open, tell her we're here. So ask the question, let them talk to you.
That's great. Yeah. With Cat Mama, she is very intuitive. She's so, yeah, she is incredible. And then she has, I think, I perceive, I'm intuiting that she has a really busy life and trying to squeeze in her spirituality practice around other things kind of thing. So this is a great, I think.
So yeah, maybe that's it. It's kind of like, hello, we're here.
Right.
And you know it, Cat Mama.
Right. So I also want to ask everyone that if, with these messages, I would really like it after the show, if you could put it in the comments, how it landed, how it helped you or didn't help you, or if you missed the mark, if you need to, this information doesn't really sync up with you right now, just put it in your pocket because it might become easier to see tomorrow or the next day. But comments after the show, I get to read all of those. Here, I can't read them all. So I really appreciate the comments afterwards. God bless you. And we'll leave you with that.
Especially for me, because I'm not as well known as you, Debra. You're like a superstar. But for me also, it's also a learning experience. It's like, yeah, okay, reading it, just, it's always learning. I'm constantly learning. Right. So anything that you say, I listen. And so I appreciate those comments.
We read everything, that is for sure. And now we are here with our Lori R. I'd like a message from Spirit. Let me see what's going on here. Oh. It's like, I'm sorry to say that, because like when I know nothing about astrology, but if someone says I'm a Pisces, I go, oh, like there's something wrong with Pisces. I have no idea. So when I kind of think out loud when so you're being, Lori, it looks like you're being torn in 2 different directions, because I have the Hermit. The Hermit, which means going in your cave and being close to the spirit. And then I have the outward 10 of Wands, meaning that you are picking up loose or the slack in either a relationship or a friend or something you feel obligated to do. And so a lot of times I get this card if, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just giving you the four corners of the card. If a partner lost their job, then you would be picking up the loose ends, or if someone is sick in the family, you pick up the extra duties. That's what, and it's not bad. It's just that spirit wants to say they see you doing that, and and I do believe it's for the bounty of, I mean, it's really, really valuable with the Nine of Pentacles coming in. It's so valuable, whatever you do, even though you want to be in your cave. If you move forward, it would be great. It looks like you would anyway, without even this message from spirit, because I've got the Two of Swords reversed. Upright means, stop, pause. This is spirit is saying, go forward, and there's incredible bounty for you through your efforts at this time. So even though you feel pulled and you don't think you will measure up with, I don't know, taking care of business and then still it looks like whatever you're going to do, that's the cool thing about getting a psychic reading, because it's a spirit can say, you're right on track. You're doing everything right, because I can see your future. So that is a good sign. But just know you're doing all right. Really good, actually. Go ahead, Jennifer.
I sense that you are you're the counseling type person. You're the person that people will come to and talk to, and it can get kind of overwhelming at times, but you don't always know how to say no. Like, you don't want to hear all the stories, or you don't want to. Okay. So what I'm getting is you have a hard time maybe saying no. So, what I'd like to invite you to do is learn how to bubble yourself up when it's okay to listen to people, and it's okay to do the thing, because that's kind of what I think you're here for. But at the same time, you need to learn how to ground yourself and bubble up. So some of those energies where you can help them, but you don't have to absorb them. Okay. Don't absorb the people. Help them, listen, but remember to keep your bubble around, of protection around you. I think you're quite the giver. And again, I think you tend to listen to people, but I feel like since that you need to figure out how to keep it and say no. Okay. No is a hard one.
I love saying no. I say no first before anybody says, let me get the no out of the way, and then I'll think about it.
And I'm so the opposite. I'm so the opposite. I suck at saying no, so I get this, Lori. But in reality, really, it's this energy that you need to protect yourself as well. It might actually be during this time period too. It feels like there's a little bit more going on during this time period, and you need to figure out how to say no, how to cover yourself, but accept you're a giver. You're still going to give and listen. So it's going to be okay. You're going to get this.
That's what spirit said to me, is that whatever you choose to do, whatever your intuition says, it's like you're going to do, and it's going to be successful. So if you need to be brave to say no, just practice, and make it into a fun game. I don't know if the people you're saying no to will entertain that, but I enjoy it. It's just a thing. So I bless you and leave you with that, Lori. God bless you. And next we have MG. My goodness. Message from you. Okay. This is an interesting turn. So there is something in your life that you're struggling giving up, and it's a natural ending to it. A lot of times I see this if someone has passed away and they just can't let go of can't let go. No, it's like you don't want to accept it. So every day is but I don't feel that it's a person. I don't predict any of that, but I do believe that you are hesitant of the future and starting something new. I have two aces here. One is pentacles, one is swords. So, and one of the reasons why you're hesitant in doing that, I have the ace of cups as well. Wow. So you're looking at options. This is where life gets really hard, because you have all these options and you don't know which one's based in reality and which one's going to pay off to you. If you have an idea and you're favoring an option, um, I suggest that you, if it's a job, look at the contract and everything, but don't feel that whatever you set your mind to and commit to, you have to stay with. That's what people forget, is that there's not many mistakes a person can make that you can't just unmake. I mean, really, you buy a car, you end up not liking, you buy a new car, same with location and everything. I guess if you're a mom, you can't go back about being a mom, but, or a murderer. Where did that come from? I'm obsessed with serial murder killers. Okay, back to business. But you get the point, so go ahead and step forward, move forward. You do have an upright ace, which tells me the choice that uses your mind, because it's the ace of swords. That's your mind. That's going to be the positive one. So if that helps you, I hope to hear it in the comments after the show so I can see how that lands. And Jennifer, what did you get?
I'm going to go on the side of relationships on this one. So MG, there might be some turmoil in your life regarding relationships. Like it feels like you're looking for peace. You're looking for harmony. You're waiting for certain things to subside and get over with in relationships that are in your life. I'm sorry. I'll take just one moment here. Hold on. Because it was like, what?
That's how they work.
This is going to be a growing process. The things that you're going through in whatever relationship, and this could even be the relationship with yourself as well. But I feel like there's a growing period. There's a growth going on between you and you, or you and some certain relationships that are around you. This is going to be okay. Okay. It's going to work out the way it's going to work out, and you are going to be okay. Just remember just to let go of the things, or maybe not take too many things that are maybe said too seriously. Kind of like let some things just kind of roll off of you, going, okay, that shit's got to go. Sorry.
We're adults.
You said murder. My word's just as safe.
I know. I said killer.
This too shall pass. It's going to be okay. But there is some growth going on in relationships around you. So I hope that helps. It's
sure
a positive sign. It's not a bad thing.
And it's hard to let go when you're emotionally invested, but here's the deal. Here's the key. Remember how it really was. People who have a hard time giving up, like boyfriends or girlfriends, I say, remember how it really was, and that will center you and ground you instead of thinking what it could have been. So hopefully that helps, MG. God bless you. I'll leave you with that. And next we have Glenda. Glenda was our first person to show up. So I should have had you first.
And she's being so patient.
I know she is the whole time. Thank you so much, Glenda. I'm going to look here and see what Spirit wants to. So isn't this interesting? Because now I have the same card that I had for MG, which was reversed. Now, don't freak out when I say this. It's the Death card. Reversed means you can't give up something that's naturally come to an end. And now I have for you, and it's mixed up fine. It's not like I pulled the same ones, but it's just you have the upright Death card, which means you recognize that something has ended and something new is beginning. And you're moving into that new with an open heart and a full and optimism. I guess that's what if the Death card is reversed, you look at the future with pessimism and grief. If it's upright, you look to the future with optimism. And I do see Ace. Gosh, you got a couple of aces too. Let me see. So I do see the Ace of Pentacles coming in, which means a new avenue of income. And I do believe it'll come in the way of a gift. It's not like you have to get ready every day and go to work and hope, work for the man to get this. I mean, it could be a side gig, it could be a real gig, a new offer of it's because pentacles go everywhere. But my sense is it's going to be in a gift, and it's going to be out of full love. Here's the Ace of Cups. So, and then we have strength, which is grace under pressure. Not that you're under pressure or going to be under pressure. It's that you're doing everything just fine, and trust that people are going to take care of you. Jennifer, what you got?
I feel that also it's there's a nurturing aspect to nurturing yourself. Not as, I mean, there's self-care and stuff, but it's almost like finding, when you were a kid and you had that new toy and it was like a shiny new coin or a shiny new toy, and it's like going back to your childhood where that one thing was really special. You need to find that one thing that's really special that you want to move on with, go on with, nurture it, play. There's a sense of you need to have some more play in your life. Don't sit around and wait for things. Similar to some of the things Debra was saying, you need to do some playful things for you. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the moment. I don't want to get off on a soapbox, but hey, life is short. So go embrace what you're really looking at and really want to do, and just enjoy the moment. Look at it and say, now this was nice. It doesn't have to be something spectacular. It could be just a small shiny coin that you remember.
Right.
So I hope that makes sense.
Isn't it interesting you would say a small, tiny coin, because that's a pentacle, right?
I didn't even think about it.
Pentacles are the only suit in the deck that you can hold. You can hold your house, your car, the money you have in the bank, your relationship. Those are tangible things. All the other suits are like helter skelter.
That's interesting.
Up in the air.
Shiny new coin was like shiny new coin. So, and I was,
and I had the
didn't pay
Ace of
attention to the card you pulled.
Awesome. It's I had the Ace of Pentacles, so
that's awesome.
I think we're on the same track here.
I love it.
Glenda, God bless you. I'll leave you with that. And I've got Cynthia next. Cynthia is a very incredible intuitive. I believe your life number is not that we're doing numbers, but I believe it's 11, which makes you very unique and talented. So
it's amazing that you remember the numbers like that.
Well, Cynthia's special because she's I don't know, we just talked about a lot of things that she wants to develop and stuff. I don't know. I'm outing you, Cynthia. But I love everybody. Don't get me wrong. There's some social action coming up for you. And so, when you get messages from spirit, it's basically they are recognizing your good work and your goodwill. The first one is celebration, which is socializing with other people. It could be family. I'm assuming it, and the holidays and stuff like that. And you're not looking forward to it with the 10 of Cups. It's like the 10 of Cups is, I'm happy as a lark. And then you go, I don't know if I want to set the table and do the dishes. And you also are remembering or thinking that there's always, with the reverse page of swords, that crazy uncle that comes in, that kind of thing. You dread that situation. But I got to tell you how it's going to turn out. So Spirit is saying you've got it. You can manifest any kind of situation you want, and you know it. They're reminding you of that, but you already know it. It's already, in your system. Whatever your action you're doing now is going to manifest, and this is it. The only thing we'd like to talk to you about, like your spirit guides and me, we're like that. Right this minute we are. Why stay? They're asking you can go ahead and not worry about what's coming up. The you don't have to worry about it. Now that's easy to say, but it's not necessary because you have that magician is really powerful. So Jennifer, what do you got?
Interesting. I got actually two for you. And this is after the effective course, but one is sensitivity, which we just, we've already established that you are a sensitive person. And then I got gentleness. And and so for me, it's oh wait, all right. So we've already established that you're quite gifted and sensitive, but at the same time, there might be a gentleness that you need to take towards yourself. There's a step that you need to take to embrace you and your power and your sensitivity. You do the things for other people. You read for other people. You give to other people, but there might be something. There's some things that you need to do to take care of yourself in this matter. Be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're amazing. So go with that. I know this seems so random and so short and everything, but it's just adamant that you just take care of yourself and embrace. I want to say that word again.
Go ahead and say it. It's coming.
But embrace the power that is you. Yeah, because you need to pay a little bit of attention to yourself, and however that looks like for you. It could be physical. It could also be more emotional. But I think you really need to be gentle with yourself. You are amazing. So you got this.
You got this, girl. The thing is that there, a lot of people who come on my channel are gifted. They're intuitive. They're learning about that or wanting to move into that. They're at different stages because like-minded people come together. And you know who you are because you feel it sometimes. Written on your forehead is, please tell me all your troubles.
Yes.
Am I wrong or wrong? Am I wrong or right?
I'd like to know how many of the people in these comments feel that way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying it. Everybody's so darn gifted. It's great. Oh, Cynthia, we're going to bless you and leave you with that, my dear. And we've got J-O. Oh, that's hello. Joe.
I don't know if it's Joe or J-O, but we'll just go with Joe.
Says hello. That wasn't actually a reading. I'm so sorry. It's got Joan Baker. I've got something for you. Oh, wow. So Joan, don't give up. Success is right around the corner. That's exactly what I saw. I also have the 9 of Wands. It's like you just about had it with all this life tomfoolery. And so you work on problems in your mind, you go through it, boom, 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 and then you think, oh God, why am I wasting my time? You do it when you're vacuuming, you do it when you're watching TV, you get distracted, but because of whatever elephant is in the room. But don't worry, success is right around the corner. Now, one of the things you need to do, Spirit is saying that, is a different perspective. Here's the perspective. You always have the freedom to do what you want to do. What's holding you in one place is if you choose that freedom, your standard of living, your comfort, and all that it might be jeopardized. So, and it's a true, this is real stuff. So I'm going to show you the card that tells me that. It's the 8 of Swords. You see how she's all bundled up? She's tied up. She's in a cage of swords. This is all of I get this card when women are married to abusive people, maybe, or they don't like that person anymore, but they can't leave because they didn't, they don't have enough money or something. But if they did leave, it would lower their standard of living, but they would be free of the situation. So it's basically it's a tightrope we move into. But I see that you are going to get a visitor. She's an older woman, very, very loving. probably has "Tell me all your problems" written on her forehead. Take advantage of her because she's right around the corner. No, you're not going to be burdening her. Just take advantage of her. It could be someone on the street corner. It could be a friend of yours that called out of the blue, and you find yourself blah, 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 oh, to her. Just go for it. Just go for it. Everything's going to be just great, Joan. How about you, Jennifer? What'd you pick up?
I'm going to go similar. It feels like your energies are a little bit displaced and all over. I hear prioritization. You need to pick and choose what's the most important thing so you can round everything back in and not have, this, 10 different, 15 different things. There's a sense that you need to find the thing. And if you need to make a list, but find the things that are the most important thing to kind of get into yourself and your own energy again. Prioritize. This is the most important thing. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. It could be about activities. It could be projects. It could be even about yourself. It's Christmas. It's December. So usually a lot of us are scattered anyway. But for you, it really does. It feels like your energies are a little bit kind of all over the place. I'm feeling this, some in your head and some in the stomach area, like sacral solar. Let's go even root. I'd like to see you go ahead. Message here is just to prioritize. Find those priorities that mean the most to you and kind of center yourself and bring yourself in, because as soon as you start to focus, Ben, it's going to be awesome. It's going to go in alignment. Everything will start producing better. And it won't be so, okay.
I'm
leaving you with the,
That's what Spirit is saying. I love that. I just love that.
That's my interpretation of what Spirit's saying.
I love that so much. Thank you. Bless you, Joan. We'll leave you with that today. And we've got our Melba she is an embodied psychic medium from Canada.
Melba's awesome.
Yep. Melba, I'm going to start out here and see what's going on with you. Okay, I got good news. Because this is so fun. Now, the first 3 cards I have here is telling me basically how Spirit is telling me how you're feeling. And I've got the reversed Hermit. So when the Hermit is upright, it's going into your cave and communing with God and getting your life and close to the higher octaves. Well, it's reversed, telling me that you're just going through the motions. You would rather be in your cave, but all this other stuff is happening. Now, I also have the reverse Ace of Swords, which means confusion. And so that's probably when you pretend to like to be somewhere, that will add confusion, because life is synchronizing up for you blessings by seeing what you do, not your prayers, not your requests. There are guides that are physically helping you manifest, bringing in the bounty, but they can't hear you. They don't know they don't hear you talking. They just see what you're doing and bring you more of that. So the longer you're in the reverse Hermit mode, the longer it'll feel like you're in it. Is what I'm saying. Also, I have the reverse Knight of Cups, which tells me, it just kind of moves me into thinking that you're feeling that you need more time for yourself and you're not giving it to it because of all these, fill in the blank stuff. The cool part about this message is that, you know what to do with this message. It says, Spirit is recognizing your struggle right now or your thought patterns right now, but look at this. The best card in the deck is the Fool card, and I'll tell you why. The Fool card is in the deck to say, Spirit is saying to the advisor, shh, we're going to bring in a blessing. We're going to bring in a surprise, and we're not telling you anything about it. Because this blessing, this new surprise, means you approach it with a novice heart, with a child's heart, with newness. And I spill the beans on it, which I won't because I don't know what it is. If I start telling you what this blessing is going to come in, then you don't approach it the best way, which is with a child's heart. So you are moving into calmer waters. And now bless you and leave with that, because I think the Fool is about, whenever I get the Fool in the card, it's like Spirit saying, lay off. We'll take care of it now. You are really being taken care of. I love it. Jennifer, what you got?
I love this because mine work with yours. So first one is outdoors, and the second one was divine order, which is what Debra was just saying. But the outdoors part, I'm not taking it as it's totally not going outdoors. Plus you're cold anyway. So.
Yeah, I think it's cold in Canada.
Go outside and take a breath. But anyway, the first thing I got was think outside the box. Okay. As I know what you do, and what you do is fantastic. And I know that you're going with a flow and there's a divine order to it, just like Debra was just saying too. But there's something that's coming up, like as much as you're thinking this is the way to do it, or this is what you think you want to do, or it's almost like you're thinking this way, but I want you to think just a little bit outside the box. There's something on this side that's going to even bring that path in a little bit more, and it's going to be stronger and more powerful for you. And I wish I could tell you what it was, because it's really kind of like, ooh, what is it? But honestly, I think it's just think a little bit outside the box of where your focus is right here. And I think it's going to come in, and then that divine order of what we were just talking about is going to like, whew, here you go. Here you go, Melba.
Awesome. Melba, it's good to see you. Thank you for attending our little show here. You're wonderful. Bless you and leave you with that. And I'm going to go to Fleck. Fleck. There you are. Look at those emojis. The surprise. And she's going like this. I hope it's a good reading. Then she throws us kisses. That'll have all the heart eyes. I love it.
And it's funny because after watching all your shows, I've seen Fleck's name before too.
Yep. She's another one with Cynthia. You know, she's just so incredible. And I appreciate anybody who comes out. I appreciate anyone new here. I just love you all. This is great.
That looks like a blue bonnet in your picture too. Is that a blue bonnet?
A what?
A blue bonnet. It's the Texas state flower.
Oh, didn't know that.
How do I know this? I'm in Texas, y'all.
Texas girl. So, first things first, Spirit says, money, you're going to balance your money. Or it's pentacles, so it could be balance whatever issue you have with your house, whatever issue you have with a person. But I do believe there is a bit of low, how do I say this? You know, in an office, there's office gossip, and it just erodes the vibe of the office. It's just, but I've got the 5 of Wands here, which says you're either too concerned with the bickering or the gossip of something. It has to do with, it has to do with the child. But I'll tell you this, it's how you feel people are judging you. It has something to do with a child. It might be your child or your grandchild, but it is really disrupting your peace. I have these cards here. How do I say this? That there's some arguments coming up, maybe. Now, the cool thing about getting a psychic reading is to know the future. So you can say, oh, I'm going to change my path and make this different, which you can. And I'll tell you how you can change this path. So stick with me. So I've got all this nonsense going on around you. Arguments, bickering, a little bit bringing up an old heartbreak, that kind of thing. But the reason it stays in that form or that vibe is because of this. I've got the Judge Judy of the deck, which is the Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords upright is Judge Judy with all of her, where you're looking at her decisions and you're going, yeah, I feel the same way, right? And then you look, the reversed is, oh, she's dressing down someone I don't believe. I think she's too hard on somebody, right? And it's all about verbiage. It's all your words. So whenever I see the Queen of Swords reverse, I just say it truthfully, even if it's on the lines and I don't have much time to explain it. You are coming across being as a sweet, beautiful bully. I'm just going to say it, sweetheart. It's like there are some that are, because of your energy signature, you might move it. We all have reverse Judge Judy's on our life, and we have phases of that. But what you are appearing in your life as being a little bit bolder than people expect, but you're adhering to adhering to a protocol that's spiritual. Stick with me. So when you, and some of it is escapism, and this is why it's like sometimes we have a problem in our life and then we say, well, I'm going to manifest someone to go take care of this project. I'm just making that part up, but that's just an example. And so that needs to stop, spiritual escapism, and let's get down to the nitty gritty and call a spade a spade. If you got your reverse Judge Judy on, then get to the point. Don't just boil inside, because that's going to age you. And it shows that once you turn that Judge Judy around, you're going to feel much better. So that is your spirit message. What'd you get?
I get similarities to there. So Fleck, I got spiritual understanding, but the first thing that came through was it was more about understanding. Understanding first. There's the dynamics or drama that's around you within the family, within your life cycle, within things that are around you. There's some drama, there's some dynamics that you're like, I'm over this. And I guess coming back to what Debra was saying, yeah, you might need to maybe turn how you say things. Or okay, so again, I'm going to have I didn't quite hear exactly everything Debra said, but this is what I'm getting. Try not to, it's not accusing, but try not to pass judgment too quickly. Kind of let things, certain things kind of sink in before you're going, before you kind of maybe jump at something or jump into something. Say, sit back for just 15 seconds. Say, okay, could there be another way or reason why they said this or did this? So there's an understanding in there. And I feel like your understanding is going to become so much clearer in that. And then on the spiritual understanding side, I think you've got some angels and stuff like this beating down on you going, hey, we are here to support you. We've got you. But you actually have to turn yourself up a little bit like that too. You kind of have to sit back a little bit and do a little bit of understanding on your own self. Does that make sense? Let me know.
It does to me. Yeah. Comments down below after the show so we can actually enjoy it. So we're coming to the end, and I don't want to leave you with Black. I want to talk to you a little bit more. Either this is happening now and you're going, oh yeah, that I feel that. Okay, I've got my reverse Judge Judy on. Or this is spirit saying it's coming up. And so again, psychic readings, if this is coming up, this conflict might be in your future, you can prepare for it and get your Judge Judy upright on, because you have a way with words. You're a wordsmith. And so when you feel out of balance or angry, it's alphabet soup, right? And then afterwards you're going, oh, it made me so mad. But I feel you as far as anybody who goes from 0 to 60, because that's like my line. But and then I think, oh, that person didn't wake up this morning just to piss me off. And so that will that will help you into that 15-second pause Jennifer was talking about. So gosh, I'll bless you and leave you with that. I'd love to hear what you say about that. And I got to tell you, this has been fun. We're almost at the end of the hour. I want to make sure we don't go over. Jennifer, you are so talented. And isn't it interesting that messages play off each other like
That's
that? And
fascinating. No matter
sometimes
how
the
long
cards
you
are
do
right.
this, it's always so fascinating how they come in together like that. So,
Right. Right.
yes, I love it.
I think it's just wonderful. And I'm going to be on at 2:00 today with some politics jibber jabber, which is always fun. And that'll be with numerology. Jennifer has a website that I have in the show notes. You go on, or give it to me again, your website.
It's abalancedlife.org. So
There you are.
yeah,
abalancedlife.org is where
yeah.
you can find her. And you have readings that you do. and I saw the generous price you have set on that. And so just going to check it out, because I think it's a pretty good deal. All right, just saying. So I'm going to bless you and leave you with that. And in the name of all things good, God bless you.
Love it.
Have
Bye,
fun.
y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We love you.